Topuria, as the champion, has got, I would say, two clear options. He's either got Max Holloway after he's fought for the BMF belt.
Yeah.
But that's at 155, isn't it? So he'd have to come back down to featherweight.
Yeah, but still, it makes you win and then, they can promo that.
So if Max Holloway beats
BMF.
Gaethje and wins the BMF belt, does he bring the BMF belt down to do a unification with the featherweight champ?
No, because they never do that, right? Because when Masvidal had it...
But they're making shit up at this point. You know what I mean?
Okay, but
they're gonna
according
have power
to...
slap between rounds soon. You watch.
According to the making shit up of the last
get a
time...
chalky fucking handprint across the
Okay, no, I don't think that is on the line.
No? Okay.
No, but I think that would be a good selling point.
Okay, so then the other option would be the winner of the Rodriguez-Ortega fight. Oh, I've got cramp in my hamstring.
I'm going to be really honest.
It's always important to be honest.
Ortega and Yair, I love their styles. I think they are wicked fighters.
Yep.
I wish I was as cool as them.
Wicked cool.
Super cool. I don't want to see either of them fight Ilia next.
Okay. What about Movsar-Evloev? That would be a hell of a fight, wouldn't it?
Exactly. You see how you got excited? Because it's not they've been in the tops of the rankings, but not active.
Yeah, but you
and
also
Ilia came in and he was just win, KO, whatever. And yes, Moisaev may not have a knockout win or whatever, and it's just decisions. But at least he's active in the division to get the wins, and we're not overshadowing their social media and their following based on how much they deserve to get a title shot.
For sure. So that would be what, 18-0? Is he 18-0 still? 18-0 against 15-0.
Yeah, that's the fight to make. You don't make the two guys that lost to the guy that you just knocked out.
Yeah, but it'd be easier to sell a fight with Yair or Ortega.
I understand.
Because the thing is, that's
what I don't like about what's going on.
I'm not disagreeing with
because you. Then you have champions fighting people that are popular to sell these pay-per-views, and not the right dangerous contenders that are the 13, 11 ranked that don't get the shot because they just don't have the following yet to make a nice pay-per-view. Luckily for Ilia, he had more following than Volkanovski.
Oh, did he really? Yeah.
Yeah, before the fight. So of course it made sense.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm thinking from a UFC perspective, and they're like, right, okay, we've got an undefeated Spanish-Georgian fighter who's just knocked out Volkanovski. If we give him a Holloway, Ortega, Yair, and he beats one of those, then he's a legitimate, everyone knows his name star. If he beats Movsar-Evloev, which is potentially a very, very tough fight, then they've got two undefeated fighters. They're putting a loss on someone's record, and they're not getting their money on the return of the investment, especially if they end up with Movsar-Evloev as a champion, because he's not nearly as marketable as Topuria. So it would be easier. Say, for example, Yair Rodriguez and Ortega have a battle, but Yair Rodriguez ends up getting a TKO finish. Rodriguez against Topuria is a massive fight
in Spain. Absolutely.
So that's what you've got. I'm not trying to say what's the right thing to happen. I'm saying what is most likely going to happen.
Yeah, but I said I'm going to be really honest on my opinion. So I'm not saying that that's not what's going to happen. I just think it's a bit unfair to have some of these fighters that are active and that are, showing up and taking these tough fights and constantly getting wins. Because then you get to the point where, for example, Khabib took so long to get to the belt, right? And then people are like, oh, yeah, but then when you got it, you didn't fight. I've already fought him. But then Evloev is 18-0 and he's ranked number 5. But he's going to need a win over Ortega, Rodriguez, Holloway, Volkanovski to put him in a position where I think the UFC would value him as a contender for the title. I'm just... Yeah. Because it's just the way that the machine works. Like right now, Topuria is a superstar, but he still needs that marquee name on his record alongside Volkanovski, in my opinion.
And I think that they'll do that before Evloev, and I think they'll try and put the same name on Evloev's record as well, or the same level of name, if that makes sense, in order for the Evloev Topuria fight to be as profitable as it should be.
Yeah, but like Evloev has a big following as well. It's just not the standard market. I don't know. I feel like for martial arts, that's kind of the fight that I would like to see, just because it feels like they're both in their prime position. There was a point where Yair was striving to be champion and Ortega was striving to be champion. I just don't think that point is there any right now.
See, you've got to be a Machine Head fan with a name like that. Realize. Evloev hasn't beaten a top 5 fighter. If he does that, I'm in.
Yeah, but they said the same thing about Makhachev, and they say the same thing about Khabib. Like, if you keep giving the same guys match and a rematch, like Yair Ortega is a rematch, and you keep putting the same cycle of 5 people.
Squeeze that lemon till there's nothing left.
That's what is annoying. Yeah, let's stop squeezing lemons, because there's enough money to market more fighters.
Okay, we got any more questions before we wrap this up?
A lot of people are saying about O'Malley Topuria.
O'Malley Topuria would be a fun one. I feel like Topuria would put him away though. Power based, smash his leg, knock him out with an overhand right, or strangle him. I feel like he'd just be too much right now for O'Malley.